You're on, Matt.
All right.
All right. So we're on a little hangout.
Hey.
We're on a hangout here today.
So
So
now do other faces start popping up, or is it just
yeah, this is your first
excellent?
hangout. This is your first hangout, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Cool. This is Matt's first hangout. So
I'm a hangout virgin.
you're in good hands with me. I'll walk you through everything we're gonna do. So, all right, guys. So we got 30 minutes here, and the backstory here about I don't know, maybe about 8 to 10 months ago. I decided to start playing around with advertising for viral marketing, doing some Google ads, Facebook ads, really diving deep, just totally geeking out on this stuff for hours and hours on end, and spent a lot of my own money or our money on ads. And then kind of at that same time, a little more, maybe February, March of last year, Jorn Forrest asked me to play around with some ads with him, and that was literally a matter of like literally taking the Barbara Corcoran endorsement ad and just blasting it everywhere without any methodology or reasoning to it, just to see what would happen. And then through that, we got better and better and better and better and better. And what's the messaging? What are the selects? How do you write the ads? Which ads work? Which ads don't? And we're here today. And along the way, we had some clients. Many of you were interested in hiring us, and we have Leah and Lindsay here on the Hangout, two of our great success coaches, who stepped up to take on the extra work and get paid for it through the fee that we charge to manage this stuff now, to do all these ads. And I want to share with you today in 30 minutes, basically, what's working for you to use your endorsements more. Right, Matt?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. So I put the notes of this Hangout on the page that you're watching today, but I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to pull up the notes so you can kind of follow me with what we're going to talk about today really quick. All right. Can you guys see my screen, Matt?
Yes.
I'm going to make this smaller so it's a little bigger. So that should be a lot better. How's that? Easy to read, everybody? Good. All right. So here's the deal. So when you're advertising, there's three audiences you want to advertise to. You have your database, which is by far the best list. This is your past clients in Sphere. It's also all of your leads, all of your buyer leads, seller leads, and yes, you can segment them up. But here's what's so cool. Many of you know that you can take email addresses, upload them to Facebook, and Facebook will match those emails to create what's called an advertising audience. And the match rate is crazily high, like 80% or even 90% of the emails that people use are the same emails they use in their Facebook account. So you can literally run ads to like an email list, and Facebook allows you to do that. Now, that was like a big thing in the advertising space, and YouTube and Google were behind on that. And just maybe a month or two ago, YouTube and AdWords allowed you to take emails and upload them to Google and basically say, hey, these are all these emails that I have. Match these to people who are logged into their Gmail or logged into their Google accounts and show ads to those people. So literally, you could take your database, all of your leads that you're trying to convert, upload those to YouTube or Facebook, and run ads only to those people. Even better, you could drill it down where it's like, okay, of all these emails I have, I only want homeowners in this area with that list. So you could take not only that database, but you could drive it down and make it really super specific, which makes it, hitting exactly the right people you want. So
Hey,
I don't know.
Frank, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
Do you also target people who like Barbara Corcoran, who like Shark
Yes.
Tank?
On Facebook, we could do that. So what you'll hear me say is selects. You probably start with the audience, let's say our database. I would start with that, those email lists. Upload them to Facebook or YouTube. I'll talk about the difference between the two. And then you say, okay, do I want to go any deeper on that list? Sometimes it's only like 600 or 1,000 people, and I can go deeper. It really doesn't change your cost. So you might as well just market to all of them anyway. But you can drill down by, if they like Barbara, you could drill down by like a certain radio personality. You could drill down their political affiliation. Dude, there's a reason. Hold on. Facebook, this is the newspaper today. You ready for this, Matt? $5.84 billion in revenue last quarter.
Wow. Wow.
Quarter.
That's sick.
That's the key word there. Quarter. And it's a B.
So basically $1 billion a month.
Yeah, in revenue. More than that, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, the point is, I start with your database. Okay, so we upload those lists. That's the first audience, and we can drill it down further. Okay. Second audience, after we max out the spend with that, which is honestly sometimes just a few dollars a day. Okay. Second audience is remarketing your web traffic. So you probably have your video blog with Viral. You have your buyer site. Maybe you have a couple other sites, whatever it is. You take a Facebook piece of code that Facebook gives you. You take a code that YouTube gives you. and you put it on the website. So when someone visits your website, it installs what's called a little cookie, is what they call it on your computer, and now all of a sudden you see ads everywhere following you around online. And you can limit to how many times those ads show up so you don't creep people out, whatever it is. That's called remarketing. That's the second best audience you want to be in front of. All right? Very simple to do. This is just the order of your spend. So max out your spend with your database, usually a couple dollars a day. Remarket your web traffic. Generally, no one here is generating a ton of traffic like, IBM or something. A couple dollars a day. And then once you kind of max that out, the third audience would be a niche geographic area. And what's really cool about niche geographic area, both on YouTube and Facebook, I can put in an address. I could say I want to hit all users or all documented homeowners within a 1 mile radius of this address. Or I want to hit everybody that lives in the zip code. Whether they live in the zip code or in the zip code, whatever it is, I can hit a very niche area. So what this allows us to do is really target, let's say, here's a buyer lead list. Let's send buyer ads to those people. Or here's a niche geographic high-end area. Let's send niche geographic high-end ads to those people. You can really get your targeting very, very, very specific online. That's why they're making $5.5 billion here every quarter. All right? Matt, any questions on the three main audiences when you...
No, that's excellent. Really good stuff.
Yeah, and in that order. Okay?
Yep.
So I'll throw a fourth audience in there for those of you recruiting. That would be like local area agents. And that's simple, dude. You can search for people on Facebook that call themselves real estate professionals, or you can upload the MLS list of all the real estate agents in the area, and you can run ads to those people, too, for recruiting. And Danny Burks did that. He has some really good results. I'll show you the example of that ad here.
One other thing I'll share that's actually good, that it's not just Barbara, but a lot of people, I think they've been afraid to brand like people that like Hannity or Beck because they're polarizing personalities. But a lot of them have popular local radio personalities, and targeting that group of people that like that station, that's a great additional source of people that they can talk to. Chris Waters did that really well.
Yep. So that would be an interest category. So if you type in the name of the personality and who's ever interested in that, you could target that really well. Like, for example, when you're recruiting, you could target the age group of the people you want. You could target, like, if they like Tony Robbins, which is a good sign, or they like Mike Ferry or Tom Ferry. Those selects are actually on there. So you can target people like that through the interest tag on the back end of Facebook.
That's
right?
awesome.
Now, I would love to take you actually into those things, but we don't have time today. I just want to let you know that's possible. Okay. So let's keep going to now. We talked about who we're advertising to. Okay. Now let's talk about the media. What's the delivery mechanism to get the message out and the final get the message? Well, let's talk about YouTube first. YouTube is very bad at lead generation. Nobody's going to go to YouTube, see your video, and then leave YouTube and go opt in for your stuff. What it's really good for is brand awareness. So what happens is, let's say you're spending lots of money on unbranded lead generation, a lot of get your free value report, they don't know who you are, or search for homes on a website, they don't know who you are, and now your sales team is calling and following up. Well, when they say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Frank Closets Real Estate, I saw you opted in, they'll be like, well, who are you? I've never heard of you before. Who are you, right? Well, it's to help your people, your ISAs, your people doing their lead conversion. It'd be really nice maybe if you started retargeting some of that web traffic from the unbranded site, or you took those emails and you uploaded them to YouTube and they started seeing videos of you. That way, when your team is calling, they at least know who they are, and it's going to be a little bit more of an easier conversation. That's something we did big time here at Viral, is I really helped our guys who do our lead follow-up spend money on YouTube ads, and it has really increased the quality of the conversation on the follow-up. Any questions on YouTube, Matt?
No, that's great. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's just good insight on YouTube. But YouTube is really brand awareness, and I like it as it's backup for your lead follow-up. Now, obviously, Facebook was a lot of the action is. That's really where your lead generation, or if we're already advertising your ads to leads, think of it more as like lead identification. But Facebook is a great place for more lead generation. People will click off Facebook. They will click the links. They will leave Facebook, and they will go to a landing page. They will go to a website. But we're not seeing, we are, but let's just talk about some Facebook ads, especially with the more branded ads that, I'll turn this off here, with more of the branded ads, Matt, is that if I'm running branded ads on Facebook, saying, hey, I'm a real estate agent, I work at Bob Corcoran, I help sell homes, there's no secret here that you're a real estate professional, okay? So if I say, click this link to go register for a free consultation request, that's not the direct path most people are going to take. They might, and we'll include that in there. But if I see an ad for an agent, I'm thinking about selling my home, and I'm online at night, I'm going to go, okay, let's check out the reviews. Let me Google search them a little bit. Let me check them out online. And then they may go opt in someplace else that I can't really track it. Or they might leave a comment in the comment saying contact me. Or they might send you a private Facebook message to your Facebook page. There's lots of ways that they're going to contact you from Facebook that is not inherently directly trackable on a very well branded, hey, I'm a real estate agent, I can help you type of an ad. All right. So the only way you really know if those ads work is you got to be asking when the leads call. Hey, how'd you hear about me? Facebook, YouTube, that stuff even making a difference? That's the way you're really going to know. And we're doing our best with some tracking, and I'll show you how that works. All right. That's Facebook. So let's get into probably the whole reason that we're here is to actually see some of the ads. How does that sound?
Awesome.
All right, great. So exciting. All right. All right.
I couldn't tell, Frank.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's see here. Give me a second. Pull this up. Boom. Do you guys see a picture? I don't think so. You guys see a blank screen. Well, that's not good. Let's try again. How about this? Aha, got somewhere. Can I zoom in more? All right. Well, we're not going to do that. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to share my entire screen. Hang on, guys. All right, this might get a little crazy. I'm going to share my whole screen. Here we go. A lot of things going on now. Okay. Can you guys see this ad? You may have to really make your monitors bigger to see this. Now, I can't see you, Matt. Can you see this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. This is a boosted post on Facebook under Adrian Lally's page. All right. We're logged in as admin, so it won't show written by Frank Klesitz when you log in. This is from the admin side. Okay. The Barbara Corcoran endorsement video plays automatically on the feed. See how we hook them a little bit of educational content? We drive them to request their free valuation, free home valuation right here. And the reason we use a URL tracker because we can track how many clicks, but we can also track the number of clicks on Facebook. And this ad would go to one of the three audiences we talked about. It would go to your database, maybe your buyer leads or seller leads, past clients. It would follow everyone around who visited your website, or you can run this ad to very niche areas. Sound good? What I want you to notice is that it's personal copy. There's lots of call to actions. It's very clear. It's no secret that you're an agent, and it lets people know that you're endorsed with Barbara Corcoran. This video plays right in the feed. All right? Let's keep going. I'm probably out of order on the ads with the list, but that's okay. This is a YouTube ad. So I'm sure you've all seen this. Again, let me know if you see this, Matt. Is it showing up?
Yep.
All right. So let's say you visit your website, or I have your email on file, and you're being marketed that way because you're logged into your Google account, and you go to YouTube and you want to watch a video, and this pops up. Now, people really, really, really hate, and it really angers them when they watch like the forced 15-second, 30-second ads. I mean, I hate them. Like I think it hurts the brand even more when they wait the forced ads. But those aren't the ads we're running. We're running ads where the video pops up and plays for 5 seconds, and then it gives you the option to skip the ad after 5 seconds. See that? And it's actually been really interesting, Matt. I mean, Leah and Lindsay, what's the watch rate on one of these videos? Isn't it like 40% or something? What are we getting on view rates on this?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see me nodding. Yeah, they've stayed steady the last like 7 or 8 months, probably 30-40%.
Okay, and that's huge. So, Matt, hear me out on this. It's a commercial. Like, it's a commercial. People want to watch a commercial on YouTube. Do they not? Who knows, right? Maybe the whole thing's skipped and no one watches more than 5 seconds. But here's the deal. You only pay for one of these ads if someone watches it for more than 30 seconds. If somebody watches this ad for 20 seconds, it's free. It's a free impression. You weren't charged. And generally, your charge may be 15, 20 cents a view if they watch more than 30 seconds. So of the people that see this ad, Matt, 30% of the people that see this on YouTube don't skip it and watch the entire thing. How cool is that?
Nice.
That's actually really good. That's really high.
So could you make? What if you made it 28 seconds, so it ended before you got charged for it?
Yeah, I know. If it ends, they charge you for it. But the point is that yeah. But if they skip it, you don't have to pay. So like whenever you see these impressions, people still see it, but you don't have to pay for anything. That's a cool little thing most people don't know. And you can see how if I opted on your website and you're just some agent that I found, and I'm on Zillow or looking at homes online, this ad keeps popping up, and the next day I get a call from your team saying, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Lars Hedenborg, we're endorsed by Barbara Corcoran, you went to our website, you're going to go, oh, okay. It's going to make it a lot easier conversation, I would hope, right? And then this is basically what's called an in-stream ad. That's the ad showing up like in the search results on the right-hand side of YouTube. Again, I could have these ads run to everyone in your database. I could have these ads run to everyone who visits your website, and we could run these to very niche areas. Okay? That's how these work. All right? Let's take a look at some other ads we have been testing out with the Barbara Corcoran endorsement. Let's take a look at this one. This is Bob Sokoler. All right? So this is Facebook. This is a boosted post using a little more copy, a little more content. Generally speaking, longer copy outpulls shorter copy, generally speaking. Bob has a lot of leads. And he needs to find out which leads want to do something with him. So we take all those leads, we upload them to Facebook, we run this ad, and this is like straight for the jugular, call me for a consultation, I want to sell your house, right? Can't be any more direct than that. And as you can see here, when someone clicks sign up or they click this link, okay, where they go is to a landing page like this. See that? Now, Matt, I can work the whole, these are newer, I can work the whole Barbara Corcoran thing in this, so don't worry about that. All the endorsements and everything, I don't think we have on this one yet because we just set this one up. I want to make sure I use her image the way that we're supposed to. But I can put all the endorsements on one of these pages without any problem. So they click the link, this page shows up. This is the first top of the page right there. And then like here's the bottom of the page where you'd have some testimonials and what you do. Pretty cool. All right. Leah, we got some results of this, didn't we? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so like Frank was saying, this is more people, like it's right for the jugular, people that are looking to get a consultation to go see his listing agent. That's what we're going for here. So it's going to get fewer conversions, but the few conversions that we did get, he set up an appointment for a listing for a $400,000 house. So that's what we were really going for there. This isn't like, click here to get your home evaluated and get you, getting a bunch of random people opting in that may not be looking to set up an appointment.
Yeah. So when we started with these ads, I mean, there's no secret that you can run an ad with like, any one of the Get Your Free Value Report ads where it has a picture and says, find out what your home is worth. Has like no mention of you being an agent. And the people go opt in, yeah, you get a lot of names, but those people don't necessarily talk to an agent or want to deal with you. And I think a lot of the people in the rate group get that. They don't really need more of that. They need like more people to talk to now. So essentially, we're taking all those leads, uploading them to Facebook and YouTube, running the ads, and filtering down like who wants to talk now, which is essentially what that ad is with Bob.
Well, it's quality, not quantity.
100%.
And especially look at that $400,000 listing that came out of it, versus the time spent on that was very well worth it, versus having to chase down 100 home evals, 99 of which weren't ready to sell.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the metrics so far. Ad spend. So Leah, Lindsay, what are people spending just on these ads in general? Like how much are we talking here? Either one of you.
On Facebook, we're spending about $20 a day, which is about $600 a month. The thing with that is that's just the main or the cap that we put on. If you don't get the clicks or the views, you're not going to be charged all of that. So if the daily budget is $20 a day, you're never going to be charged more than $600 a month for ad spend.
Wow.
And sometimes what we find is, I mean, with radio, it's kind of different. Like radio, you want to get a large reach lots of people, right? With online stuff, it's like how small can you get the audience, And sometimes like you'll give us a budget of $20 a month and we'll hit all 3 audiences and won't even use all of it. It'll max it out. So we're not talking a lot of money. So maybe $10-20 a day on Facebook, and then another $10-20 a day on YouTube. And I would love to have someone spend some more money, go a little wider, see what happens. But the thing is, what we're trying to do is we're trying to kind of tailor the message to each audience. So you may have $2 a day on the ad going to luxury. You may have $1 a day going to, this zip code. You may have $1.50 a day going here. You may have $3 a day going there. And each of the ads will be roughly the same, but they'll be a little bit tailored for the messaging of that local market, whatever you're going for. All right. Adrienne Lally, I mean, what is it? We're spending, $1 a day with her to hit every single home worth over $2 million in Hawaii? Who wants to share that?
I think it was less than $2 a day.
Yeah.
And that's just the max budget that we put in. Like I said, it depends. It won't ever go over 2, but it might not reach 2. So we're still reaching a lot of people.
For $40 a month,
Wow.
we're able to be on the news feed of every single home in Hawaii worth over $2 million.
Right. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
If you get one guy a year,
Yeah.
it pays for a whole year.
Yeah.
That's silly.
So what I showed you so far are the branded stuff. All right. So what we're doing here is we're saying, hey, we're a real estate professional. We're really good. We're taking the existing leads you have, your past clients, running ads to those people to try to filter through who's interested. We're running those ads to remarket your website traffic. Okay. You could also run those ads to a cold audience, like think of it as like geographic farming with YouTube and Facebook ads. We're finding there is we're split testing the effectiveness in the ads that way, and we're kind of playing with how do you use the endorsement correctly. So before we started playing with the endorsement on the cold list, the endorsement is great for like lead conversion, everything else to find like who's interested in selling their home. But I want you to go like a step upstream now in the ads. I'm going to show you something else that works really good. Okay, and you're going to like these. So let's share my screen again. Add examples. Nope, that's not working. Hang on. I need full screen. All right. You guys see my full screen? You guys there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yep.
JJ?
Okay. Well, this is Andrew Duncan.
Oh, okay. I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw a day underneath it. That's why.
Yeah, it's Bay, Tampa Bay, close. So so here's the deal. So he has the Barbara Corcoran endorsement up here in his little Facebook share image, and when you click through and you go to the website, you can say Barbara Corcoran endorsement, and we could definitely mention it here in the ad. Just some of them I don't know if we got around necessarily getting the endorsement taken care of right away, but I could definitely work the endorsement in there without any problem. But what I want you to see here is the ads that are working for like direct seller lead generation are ads like this. Carrollwood is an area in Tampa. It says, thinking of selling your home in Carrollwood. You tell a story that you actually have a buyer. Mitch is a doctor, wants to pay cash for a larger home, loves Carrollwood. These are real stories of buyers. This is not a bait and switch. Call us at this number or email us. You can go to our website, Duncan Duo. I could say we're Barbara Corcoran endorsed. We're endorsed by all these people. We should definitely work that copy in there. If you still want to sell your home, whatever, give me a call. And then what we did is we put a share image in here of like a home of like what would actually be in Carrollwood. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
What's an actual home in Carrollwood? Now here's what's crazy. Are you ready for the comments? Get this. Let me show you the comments. How cool this is. Check this out. And this isn't even all of them. So what happened, look at this. I sent a message. That's the seller lead. Now, it didn't go through a trackable form, did it? Like, someone needs to be logging in and checking the comments, right? Which they did. But all these people, do you see how I wrote the copy very personal, and I told a story, and it was extremely specific for people in the Carroll area? Look at all these people that talked about one, like, getting conversation going. And as Facebook sees the conversation going, it makes the ad more effective. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And what happens is now what's going to happen, so let's say somebody goes and visits his website. They click this link, right? Matt, they click this link, go to his website. Well, what's on his website? A retargeting pixel. They click this, next thing you know, all the Andrew Duncan ads show up all over the place. Or Barbara Corcoran ads, right? because once they visit the website, they get retargeted with those. And then when they opt in, they get further retargeted. Did you catch me on that, like a little hourglass? So if you've never been to Andrew Duncan's website and you click this link, you're now on his website. Now you're getting retargeted and remarketed with all of the branded Barbara Corcoran ads that we're running. How many clicks did this ad get last month, Leah? Wasn't it like 900?
Yeah, he split it, so like that one South Tampa, and there was Carewood. He had like 3 other specific areas, but it was like 850, I want to say.
And how much did he spend to get 850 clicks like this to his website?
That was the whole month, so I'd say around 600, yeah.
So for less than $1 a click, he got all of these homeowners to visit his website that ended up in his retargeting pixel to start seeing the Barbara Corcoran ad everywhere to draw him closer to being their chosen agent. Questions on that, Matt? I want to make sure you understand that process.
No, this is really, really good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, man. So again, that's how the Barbara Corcoran ad was in that. But the problem was I wanted to put a picture of the actual homes in the area as opposed to Barbara Corcoran share image. We could play with that all day long and how that works. But that's how the general funnel works with that. Let's now move on. And by the way, if there's any questions, for those of you watching, the Q&A app is open. Feel free to ask here on the right. Let's take a look at a recruiting ad. All right. I'm going to share my whole screen again. This should be showing up. So what was the results with this one, Leah?
They actually had me pull it down because they were getting so many applicants in, and they were out of town at the time, so their assistant had me pull it down. It was only up for about a week. They had about 50 applicants, and I believe they hired 6 people in various positions.
Cool. So that's about it. That's about 30 minutes. That goes fast, doesn't it, Matt?
That's awesome. So I honestly, the only thing I'd say, I think you need to fly Andrew Duncan out to San Diego and let him just run your program on Google.
No, he's really great, man. I did a great hangout with him yesterday.
I heard. No, it's fantastic.
And I asked him, man, like he's spending $50,000 a month on ads. I'm like, Andrew, how do you track your ROI? He's like, man, when you're at my level doing like 5 million GCI, probably a lot of people in the rate group, like it's just so hard because it's so like synergistic. And at some point you have to say like it's gonna be very hard to funnel it down in all these little categories where it's just like I'm just gonna spend a percentage of my GCI every month on being in front of my target audience all the time. And that's what he does. He takes a percentage of his GCI, just spends it every month, and it's only done good things for him. But that's not to say that you can't track it. And we're doing our best with you want to be asking people how they heard about you. We're doing our best to send them through trackable forms by creating our landing pages now, ones we control, so we're not fighting with your lead providers to get the tracking set up when running your ads. So for those of you watching,
what's great about this is that people invest a lot of money that they see return to them on TV. I mean, we see people spending 10, 20, 30, 50,000 on TV a month, and they get great money out of it. But these are such inexpensive add-ons.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at total ad spend of maybe $1,200 a month.
That's crazy.
You get good results with this.
That's just you're crazy if you're not. So let's tell them a little bit about what is going to happen in San Diego. You came to me, and what I really appreciate, you didn't want a dime for this. You just wanted to do this for our group, for the rate group, for free on Thursday. Now we're gonna have the happy hour 5 to 7, but that morning from 11:30 to 2. Tell us a little bit about what the training is going to be like.
Yep. So for those of you interested in doing this stuff, obviously you can do it on your own, and you can work with the other rate members to post, the ads that are working on, these ads will probably be shared all over the rate group, right? But I want to kind of walk you guys through to show you like the actual back ends of the stuff. Like actually, how do you set up these ads so understand roughly how it works a little more, like actually in the software. So I live here in San Diego. You guys are literally meeting 2 blocks down the street from me. I live in downtown San Diego for the event. I'm going to fly Leah and Lindsay down here, and we're going to spend, 2.5 hours, starting 11:30, 2.5 hours or something, and bring your laptops. I can put about 25 people I'm going to take you through, and we're going to set up your very first Facebook ad. I'm going to have instructions, I'm going to have a PowerPoint, I'm going to have a screen, and we're going to walk you through you logging in. You can bring your assistant if you want, and we're actually going to set up your very first Facebook ad, make it live, so while you're at the event, you can start actually seeing something happening while you're at the event, which I think will be pretty sweet. Okay? And that's free, I think. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. So it's totally free.
So
So come out and check it out.
That's it. It's more giving back, you know?
Yeah. So check that out. That's free. And then obviously, if you want to hire viral marketing to do it, this is an add-on service that we have. It's $500 a month for management, month to month. So if you're looking at maybe $600 to $1,200 a month in ads plus $500 to us, the most you'll spend is $1,700 a month on it. The least is probably $1,100. So somewhere in that range, if you want to hire us to do it, we can do it for you. And again, it's just a matter of constantly testing, getting the best list, the best niche list, and writing a really personal, conversational, helpful ad with an offer in front of those people and being in front of them all the time. If you do it enough, hopefully, it's advertising, people contact you to do business, right? And that's all I have for today. I promised 30 minutes and we went 1 minute over. So that's my presentation.
So now, if people want to register for the event, can they just contact you guys directly? Or
Good question. I think so. What we're going to do, Scott's not here, my right-hand man. I'm going to post a link, like probably to Eventbrite, I believe, right here in the comments. And if you want to register, let me know. But seriously, no more than 25 people, because I can't. It's not a presentation. It's actually a workshop. We're actually going to walk you through doing this stuff. And if there's too many people, it'll dilute it too much.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I've watched you guys grow so much. It's been so fun to watch. And you guys, you've been always give. And, man, I can't thank you guys enough for all you're doing. And, you know, it's such a cool thing to be in business with you guys.
Cool, man. We'll end it there. And then the replay, you can post this here anywhere else. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching today.